And this does the German thing that the Mercedes products do. You can do heat and ventilation simultaneously.
Yeah.
So if you got a sore back but you don't want to melt, there's that. Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
Back there is Tucker.
Yep, that's me.
And I want this one.
Yeah.
We are in a modern family performance vehicle from Audi in their 2025 RS6 Avant wagon. Yes, and it is every bit as practical as every modern crossover or SUV with a little bit of a performance bent. Does she like it? Does he like it? Can I have one? All that and more. Stay tuned. All right, Holly. I've made no bones about it. You know where I stand with this blue on blue on blue. My favorite color. I'm matching today. RS6 Avant from Audi, but now I get to pick your brain because you have not told me anything of your opinions on this, though I have my sneaking suspicions.
Oh, what are your sneaking suspicions?
That you don't like it and you don't like the blue. But what are your thoughts? We'll start outside and we will get your actual thoughts on the styling of it.
I don't like the blue. This isn't my favorite blue.
But it's so pretty.
It is pretty, I guess. It's better than like royal blue. It is a little bit darker than royal blue, so it is closer to a blue that I would be okay with buying. But,
okay.
It's not mine. But let's talk about the styling.
Yes.
Are you talking about the front or the back?
You choose.
The front looks like a sports car. The back looks like an SUV.
The best of both worlds, right?
Is it?
How is it not?
I don't know. You like see the front and you're like, oh, that's nice. Then you look at it from behind and you're like, ooh.
But it's like squatty and it sits wider than the normal one, and it's like
it
low
looks
and
like
mean.
a station wagon.
It is a station
low
wagon.
and wide. Does not look low and mean. It looks.
It is wider.
Soccer mom in the back and.
It's gonna be a tough sell, y'all. But it is super practical. Has similar storage capacity to a crossover. I mean, his bicycle is in the back right now with his helmet. I mean, it's every bit as practical. So
I mean, I guess if you're wanting a sports car and an SUV, just don't look at it from behind.
Oh, I love the. Yeah, it looks good back there.
That's my least favorite part. I like everything until you look at it from behind. What I really like are these hips.
She do got some hips. Like I said, it is wider than the non-RS versions of the 6 Series. And then these wheels, they're 21-inch silver painted wheels that really kind of offset the look, contrast nicely, in my opinion. But
yeah, I like the wheels and the offset,
yeah.
the contrast.
Okay.
That looks good. I just don't like the view from behind.
Okay. What about your view in here of the inside? Because we have the RS Blue package. So again, blue seat belts, blue stitching on the seats, blue woven in the carbon fiber that is exposed. Like, I
do like the blue on the inside. And then this is very interesting. It feels like twine.
Yeah, but it is raw carbon fiber. So it's not sealed anything. We've got it here on the doors. And then we've got Alcantara with blue stitching.
I like all of this around here. That's nice.
Yeah.
Right here, that's nice. I do not like the
gloss black
everywhere.
And I can already see where somebody has tried to clean it, and there's like
streaks.
Yes. And there's
terrible.
even more down here, and it's like, and then we've got all the touchscreens with fingerprints.
It'd be a lot nicer if it was not gloss black.
So close, Audi. So close.
Almost.
But there is some fun ambient lighting in here, down here, through here in the Quattro. Around all the seat belts, we've got some lighting. So we've driven this a lot at night this week. So you can see where you're trying to plug your seat belt into. So,
yeah.
I mean, they're thinking.
They're thinking about something. Okay, then you have these speakers. Do you know what the first thing I thought about when I saw those speakers?
What?
That's interesting. It's gonna break.
Yes.
And it's an Audi, so it'd be expensive.
And
they're banging Olufsen. So that's even more expensive.
Yeah, and it's an optional extra on this one. I'm going to go ahead and throw some numbers out early and you can calculate. Nearly $5,000 for that sound system. $4,900. Yeah. Yeah. Which I may or may not get because
You're acting like you're buying this.
It has a $1,000 sport exhaust, which I think is the better sound system spend because I want to hear the V8, not
So it's
anything
fake?
else. No.
Sound?
No.
Oh.
It's the sound system I would want. You're paying all that money for the V8. I want to hear it. Like, let me hear it.
Could you not hear it before? I'm
I mean,
confused what that means, a sound system.
I'm saying...
For to hear the V8, if it's not a fake sound.
For me, that's the only sound I care about. It is the sound upgrade I would pay for, but it is not fake. It is just an upgraded exhaust system.
I see.
Yes. That gets louder
That's embarrassing.
when you are in RS mode.
Yeah. I don't like driving around with a loud car. It's embarrassing.
So we'll put it back on auto. It gets quieter. It's more civilized. So there is that. Other thoughts in here. We've got a lot of screens. Everything.
There's a lot of screens. I have not played with any of the screens because it's overwhelming.
Yes. Quad zone climate control, heated and ventilated front seats, heated outboard rear seats. And this does the German thing that the Mercedes products do. You can do heat and ventilation simultaneously.
Yeah.
So if you got a sore back but you don't want to melt, there's that. I can control the rear seats from up here. I can do all the things. But yes, it's a lot. And very interesting, they've got some digital soft keys up here. There are 9 spots, but only 5 actual buttons. So you've got 4 poverty blinks. And it's like the Germans are like, 9! We must have 9! And what? Why? They're digital poverty buttons, reminding you there could be something else. I don't know. It's a bit annoying.
You feel strongly about these poverty buttons.
I do. And
I just wish they were actual buttons.
I'm surprised you haven't
couldn't
already
figure
pushed
out
that
where
one.
to find it.
Again, overwhelming.
Yeah. But it is very annoying.
Yes.
It
there is
settles
haptic feedback when you push all of these buttons. So, like, it clicks and I don't know. Yes. But lots going on with screens and lots of fingerprints.
Yeah.
And yes, sorry to cut you off. When the vehicle turns off, like, it settles and dies. And
the automatic start stop.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Yeah, it is. It is.
This is one of the more comfortable Audis we've been in, though. The seat is really comfortable.
Yeah. Covered in a very nice leather, and it holds you oh so nicely.
Oh, so nicely. And can you extend
Yes, you can.
Extend the legs.
But it's a manual, not automatic, but that's all right. I can forgive it of that. We've got even more screens back behind the steering wheel back there, full digital gauge cluster, but you do have way off to the side a fuel gauge that is, for me, hidden behind the steering wheel.
For me, it's also hidden behind the steering wheel.
You don't need to know what your fuel level is because it tells you up top we have 80 miles of range left, and that may be because of me today. Had a little fun in it. But anywho, not a lot of physical controls. Volume and tuning knob right here. But yeah. What are your thoughts on storage? Not a lot.
Not a lot.
I do have this little net down here that I've got a few things in. I've got storage here. Decent size, felt lined, damped glove box. But yeah, storage is a little new up here.
There's none.
It's a sports car up front, remember? So, you sports car sacrifices, but
I don't know how I feel about that still.
in the back, it is a wagon, so multiple different ways you can configure your cargo in this, which I guess, Tucker, what's it a good segue into?
Putting in a child safety seat.
Yes, actually installing his child safety seat, which he's not in, and you'll find out why, and then talking rear cargo space. Sitting here in the back seat of the RS6 Avant, I have got plenty of room sitting behind myself. Absolutely love the back seat just as I do the front seat. Lots of amenities back here like peasant blockers, manual sunshades in the back window, because in a $150,000 car, yes, you're going to want to block the peasant's view of you. And then we have air vents both in the B-pillar and on the back of the center console, which I really like. Quad zone climate control here with controls for the rear seats back here. Heated outboard rear seats, all the same leather and stitching. I even get RS in the back of the seat, so a lot of comfort back here. I still get all of my carbon fiber, all my suede, everything that we get up front that I love so much. And we have a fold down center armrest with 2 cup holders, though they are a little bit small. We do have a very shallow but carpeted center console here, so you can put some stuff in there. Don't have to worry about it rattling. And then you can actually fold this center section down if you want to put long items through. So I like that a lot. Lots of versatility because this is a 40-20-40 split folding rear seat. And this center section does go with this side, which is generally where we put Tucker's car seat. So that allows us to still open up all of that over there, which I like. And then we do have a secondary glass roof sunshade right up here above us. And back behind the seats back here, we do have a manual shade that can be put up and separate me from the rear cargo area and give me just a little more shade from the sun back there in the back. I like that a lot. Lots of features and comfort back here in the RS6 Avant. But I'm going to go ahead and open these soft closed doors and slide out just a minute. I do want to call out, we do have hard plastic covers over the lower latch points down here that I will end up just putting in the center console, but I want you to let me know what you do in vehicles that have those hard plastic covers. We only had to live with these vehicles for a week, so I only had to keep up with them for a week, but do you lose them? What do you do? As I come out here, I do want to go ahead and grab Tucker's Graco Extend-A-Fit child safety seat. This is the same one he rode in when he was rear facing, and look, the more I spend time with this vehicle, the more I love it. Plenty of room for a rear facing car seat. So growing families, get the RS6 Avant. You know you want to, but we will go ahead now, spin this around. Now I'm actually going to have to install it here in the middle because while yes, these are removable headrests, I have spent quite a bit of time trying to get both of the outboard headrests to move up and down, and you very much need to run that top tether underneath the headrest so as not to do damage to the headrest. The center headrest moves up very easily and makes it just a snap to be able to get that top tether underneath it, back and through. We'll go ahead and drop that back there. We'll pull the seat forward just a bit to help drop that down back in the back. But yes, that top tether, very easy to drop down behind the center section. And then with these lower latch points exposed, as long as you come at them from the proper angle, they are pretty easy to attach to, and then we can tighten down. I will say the outboard seats are also easy to install a child safety seat in. Again, I just have that problem with the top tether. Speaking of the top tether, let's go around to the back, look at the cargo, and fix that top tether issue. All right, before I open the power hatchback on this, I do want to show you we have a retractable cargo shade back here in the back window, hiding everything that's underneath it, but I want to show you a cool little trick of it. Open the power liftgate right there, and yes, it is a power sliding shade that opens to give me a full exposure to all of my cargo space back here, which I really like. You can see here, we do have remote latches to fold that 40-20-40, or in this case, 60-40 seat back down from the rear, so you can expand your cargo capacity if you want. This shade can also be pulled out of the way if you want as well. And we'll just put it right back there. You can see there is that sunshade that goes up behind the rear seats, which I really like. We do have a little bit of extra storage underneath the floor here, but you can see we've got this hard plastic cover down here that is kind of shallow, doesn't give you a lot of space, but it lifts up And you can see there's your fix-a-flat, there's your subwoofer. So you do get some extra amenities underneath here, but no real extra storage space and no spare tire on this one. Close that down and you can see, yes, plenty of room. We have our buttons right there for the lift gate, and you can see me at 5'10". I've got plenty of room. This makes so much more sense than a crossover or SUV. I like it so much. There's so much room. And we have some nifty cargo solutions, including that right there, and a little mesh net right there for smaller items. Now, you can see my top tether is behind the retractable cover for that sunshade net back here. So I will tighten that down when I have two hands and can work around that, but suffice it to say it is easy enough and is not going to be something I am doing over and over again while we've got this vehicle. To close the hatch down, just push that button and it comes down to a nice soft close. Okay, so those headrests on the outboard seats don't move, but you need to move them to put the seat in, which was unfortunate, and we had him in the middle, and that was kind of unfortunate. He is getting big enough to temporarily ride in a 3-point harness with his booster seat, but we still like the 5-point harness.
Yeah.
So a little bit of family compromise there on his child seat, but SUV-like cargo space.
Yeah.
20 cubic feet, almost 60 when you fold the seats down. We've got that net in the back window to help with glare and visibility back there. But speaking of visibility, what do you think of visibility in this one?
It's all right. I feel like that's a narrow way to look back there.
And for a vehicle that costs what this does, I am surprised there is no rear view camera mirror. Like, that just seems like something that should be here. For the price point, which you still don't know, but
what did I just do?
There are some buttons underneath that you can pre-program.
More buttons?
More
Why?
buttons.
About what? What am I pre-programming about the mirror?
It does have the
What is that for real?
I really don't know. Home link. Yeah, it's your home link button.
So for your garage
door opener. Yeah.
I hate that.
Well, just there you
Yeah, but if I get in while you're from after you
have it on the
drove,
side. You'd learn it. It'd be muscle memory. We do have the compass built into it. We've got dual glass pane roofs. This front
Mister,
side.
you have problems with
doesn't-
these empty buttons.
I
But
do.
these,
I mean, you don't even see them. Don't push
no,
them.
you don't see them, but this is how I adjust my mirror.
Adjust
It's weird.
accordingly.
Dust.
No. No.
You like the steering wheel? I knew
I like
you
the
would.
steering wheel.
Feels so
Steering
soft.
wheel's nice.
Tucker, what are your thoughts in the second row back there?
They are great.
Yeah, you've got climate controls back there so you can change the temperature. You've got two vents.
Which I have been actually doing lately.
Yeah.
My turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've
As
got.
you can notice, I'm wearing socks.
Yes. Thank you. And you have two air vents pointed back at you, so you've got extra airflow back there. You have a fold-down center armrest with some cup holders and a little bit of storage in the armrest.
Wait,
A little bit.
did you say I have an armrest on my...
Yeah, right here. Armrest.
Oh.
Yeah. Manual sunshades, which we love.
Yes.
So lots of comforts and features even there in the back row. So very nice there. Now we had to talk about ride and handling. We were waiting on the light to change for us to turn on the historic brick streets of downtown Tyler, Texas. But I will say you have been driving this around in comfort, which softens the adaptive suspension. What has been your thoughts so far?
I can't say that I've been on any really rough roads, but
Well,
so far it's been really smooth.
Here we go, historic
Here
brick
we go.
streets. Tucker, what are your thoughts with your wobbly head back there?
It's pretty smooth.
Pretty smooth? Ollie?
I'm still assessing. It's pretty smooth.
Yeah.
I was definitely expecting it to be a lot more rigid.
Yeah, well, after we hit the big bump, that's
Oh.
the biggest one. I'm going to put it in RS mode, which firms it up. And now, yeah, we're a little more jiggly.
A little more jiggly, yeah.
But just proof that you can tell the adaptive suspension is actually doing something. It's changing. And that suspension is also an added-on option. base suspension is an air ride, so kind of like a cloud.
Yeah.
But all right,
Nice.
aside from how it rides over pavement such as this, how has the power delivery been from the
power-
4-liter bi-turbo?
Power delivery's been good.
Yes.
Been nice, easy,
Very fun
Breezy.
to drive, right?
fun to drive.
The first time I gave it to you, I may not have made you a little late for an appointment, so you get to fully test it out and see just what it was like under a
Yeah.
little bit of acceleration.
Under a little bit of stress that you put me under. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
did that.
Yeah, but you enjoyed it, right?
It was loud.
Yes. I may have left you in the RS mode. Whoops.
Yeah,
My
whoops.
bad.
Whoops. I'll say the only thing that has been a trouble driving it is that it's so low to the ground.
Yeah.
And with our steep driveway, that's an issue. Like I've worried about running up too close to the parking, but I haven't done it, but it's just a concern
Yeah.
with a low car.
You do have 360 cameras with front and rear parking sensors, so the cameras automatically come on. It starts beeping at you if you get too close. But yes, our 13-degree incline driveway, you had to exit and enter the driveway gingerly. If we had the base air suspension, we could raise it up, and that would be a little less of a concern. But I like the sporty stance of this as a car versus a taller SUV that everyone's buying nowadays. It's like everywhere
Yeah.
you look, there's an SUV. And that's why I like this so much. I am a very
I'm so
particular
sick
person
of SUVs.
that it's convenient like an SUV, but it ain't one, and it doesn't look like one, and
It does in the back.
it draws extra eyeballs
Is
from
there
those
not
people.
something we could have done in the back to make it not look like a SUV? Like, I don't know.
I mean, you could get
Some
the
trick of the eye curves or
you could get the RS7, which is like a coupe, or a 4-door coupe.
I don't think I want a coupe either.
Yeah, but tomatoes,
A
tomato.
droopy diaper.
Not really.
Drippy diaper.
But yeah, there is
Why
that.
not a drippy? Why not drippy underwear?
Oh boy. Okay, I guess that brings us to the window
Can I do
sticker.
The point where I tell you, no, this is not coming
It's
home
on
with
my
us.
phone. I'm sorry, buddy.
Ow.
Well, it's the part where we talk about fuel economy.
Oh, fuel economy. Oh, is it bad?
So, 4
We're
liter
not getting a
twin turbo.
sedan wagon mix and not have good fuel economy. Are you kidding me?
EPA rates it at 14 city, 21 highway, 17
14
combined.
city?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you got to put premium gas in it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. 19.3 gallon tank. And like I said, we're already down to 80 miles of range. So she kind of thirsty. And we are currently getting 11.6 in the
Yikes.
131 miles that we've driven it so far.
Yikes.
Again, I may or may not have had a little fun that made it drink it just a little bit more. So blame that on me. That's not
Yikes.
typical behavior. Oh, God, yes. Yeah. So already she's saying no to me. So
Yeah.
dare I even ask what you think this thing costs?
I am probably going to fall out.
I mean, rear sunshades, memory seat, head-up display. It's all the things. It's fun to drive.
there's not massage seats
Uh,
that I feel like it probably should have at the
mean,
price it is.
It's a sports car, so
Is it a sports car?
It is.
Because it's a SUV back. It's a wagon back there.
All right.
You couldn't tell it was a sports car from the back.
But you came from the front. What do you think?
130. Oh, is it higher? Oh, I knew I was gonna fall out. 132. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. 145. Oh my gosh.
Higher?
Higher? 160? Oh my gosh.
Lower.
Oh, okay.
Finally, you've got over.
155.
the window sticker, where I have checked VINs both on the vehicle and the sticker, says 155,640. It starts at 126,600, but I see some discrepancies in the actual vehicle from the window sticker. So I've adjusted the price to what I think is actually on this particular vehicle to 147,900. It's missing a nearly $8,000 carbon fiber exterior package. So
Wait a minute.
I have it, please.
I think you know the answer.
Wait a minute.
Look, if I'm paying that much for a car, it better be doing my laundry.
I mean,
It better wash itself.
Wait a minute.
We're gonna have to live here.
I'll live in it.
This is almost as much as our house.
So yes, it's very expensive, but I mean, it is rock solid. I mean, rock solid. You get in here, it's like a vault. There are no creaks or rattles. Like, it is.
That is true, and that has not been our experience in Audis so far.
Like, this thing is German precision through and through. Add in a muscle car.
Rock solid car that's not $150.
I mean, yeah, but
It doesn't even have massage seats. It doesn't have a nice pillow for my neck. It doesn't have a cooler. It doesn't even have storage up here. Where am I gonna keep my stuff? I mean, we don't need it. We don't need a big old wallet because we won't have any money to store here. But
yeah. So, on that note, if you want to know more from Holly, see some behind the scenes stuff, find her on Facebook and Instagram at Female Consumer. You can find all things GT Garage Talk at GT Garage Talk, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, you name it, all at GT Garage Talk. Or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com, where you'll find links to everything that we do, including our award-winning podcast. But as for me, I'll just live in make-believe land for the remaining time that we have this oh-so-glorious German muscle car for families. Until next time, gearheads.
Bye.
bye.
I love it. It was made for me. Look at all the blue.
Yeah, it was definitely made for you because it does have blue seat belts.
Mm-hmm. Tucker gets it.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas. We have Christmas coming up.
I think this is a little more than our $20 spending limit.
Yeah.